Good evening. Tonight you're joining me at Dudley Castle. I mean, this place is old, old, old. It's meant to be one of the most haunted castles in the UK. There's been buildings here since 700 AD. We are currently in the chapel. As you can see, I've got sound activated, a light here, and in the middle here we have a K2 at the moment. So what we'll do is just come over here. So when my voice goes off, you'll see they light up. So the idea of these are, if I'm not talking, I might be able to get a spirit to come over and sort of yell into them to see if we can get like a visual indication for you. So, my name's Paul. I've come in tonight to have a conversation with you if at all possible. If so, is there any chance you can come and yell into one of these flashing lights, or see that green light in the middle, and go and touch that? So I know this building is very old. Did you used to come here a lot into the chapel? So at the moment we currently on there's a table over there. We've got an SLS camera currently running on that. And we have a big camera just here to my left. So any spirits that can hear my voice, please come forward. Is there a lord or a lady at all that wishes to come and have a conversation with me? I know this building is very, very old. By any chance, did you fight in the Battle of Hastings? Because I know this castle was built just after in 1068. Is there any spirits here that can hear my voice at all? Maybe we can try some other bits. I know you know what these are. I'm going to put one here on this step, and then put one on this step. So it is a very cold, wet and windy February. It is like 4 degrees at the moment, I think it is, so it's quite cold out today. There we go, we've got some full activation there. Thank you very much for setting that off, it is greatly appreciated. See how easy that was to set off? Any chance you can do it again for me, please? As you can see, I am a good arm distance away. Thank you very much for setting that off. It is greatly appreciated. Do you like seeing all these flashing lights that we've got? Maybe we can do some yes-no questions if you like. And we can use those balls, because you've got two there, one on each step. We can use this one as yes and that one as no, if you like. So what we've got at the moment is we've still got the light indication for sound. We've still got the K2 there in the middle, which is the green light. And we've got two cables, one on each step here. We have had some activation going on. So maybe what we can do is maybe try and play a game, if that's okay. If so, can you light up one of the balls or something for me, please? We can play a bit of a game. I mean, see that green light there in the middle? Is there any chance you could just go and push it over for me? Go touch it. See, we've got a couple of activation there. And as you can see, I'm good overarm distance away. It is a solid floor. I can't be setting it off. Thank you for setting that off. So like I said, that green light there in the middle, you can go over and just give it a push if you like, go over and touch it. There we go, we've got activation again. You move that. Right, so I've just moved the ball, just in case it was in like a dip or some, for whatever reason it was setting it off. So if I relocate it slightly, and then see we get activation again. And then what we can always do as well is I can go and change the ball out for a different one. We have 6 with us, I believe. So we can always change them out for the different ones if the need arises. So the spirit that was here that set that ball off, is there any chance you can do it again, please? Just move myself to here. So I'm a bit further away. You see me. You have to really give it a, just make that go on. And it didn't knock over the K2, so which is brilliant. So the spirits that are here, do you want to come and move that ball for me? Give it a roll. But see where that green light is in the middle there? When you go and sit next to that, like I'm sat, now we can just sit here together. Maybe you can do a prayer for us. So there's three main areas that we've got here tonight. We've got here, which is the chapel. Then we've got the museum, which is next door, which is very large. We're going to run 3 or 4 cameras in there. Then we've also got the guard towers and the gatehouse as well, that we're going to be doing later on. So I just quickly went and checked the SLS camera over there to see what's going on with that. Is Dorothy here at all? I know you've been seen wandering around here. So there's a spirit here called Dorothy. She quite often gets seen as like a bluey grey mist that walks around. So hopefully we can try and coax her in to come and have a conversation with us. So the spirits that are here, and they can hear my voice, were you here when the Normans invaded? Did you fight in the battle at all? Because we know they invaded. So at the moment, my camera probe was just over there, scanning around the room with the SLS camera, so rustling just holds their jacket. Please come forward. Can you relight up one of those balls for me, please? So there's a little axe here. Did they used to use this to behead people? Because that's kind of head-shaped, isn't it? You've got like a chin part here. Is that what they used to do? If you're naughty, if you broke the law, used to hack your head off. Is that what happened to you? Can you do that again for me, please? Can you do that again? Can you tap again, please? Like you just did? Oh, it's your jacket. Okay.
My jacket. Do that again, please.
Do that again, it's your jacket. You're fidgeting around with the jacket. Fair enough. So what we're going to do is, it's gone quite quiet and we're just having a bit of a giggle, trying to get the energy going in here, you know, just having a bit of a laugh and a joke. I thought I heard tapping and it was just my camera operator moving around. So what we're going to do is, I don't know if you've seen one of these devices before. but you can go up to it and use your energy to select a word, and it will come up on a screen and it will talk the word to us as well. So what I'm going to do is place this just here, and I'm just going to turn it on now. So there you go, there's the head comes just firing up. So feel free to come and sit next to me. Violet. So it was just a violet colour. So I was literally just talking about beheading and using this. It looks like what they used to use to behead people. This is like a little tiny axe, but I was just talking about that just a moment ago, and that's not literally just can't revive. So see, you know how to use that now. Is there any chance I can have your name? You'll find it in there. So, did you lay out this banquet just for me? You shouldn't have gone through all this trouble. It does look good though. So the spirit that was here and set the ball off earlier, is there any chance you can come back? Oh, we just had something come up there on the hexagon. Sorry, let me just quickly look to see what that says. Vast. Yeah. I know there's a vast feast here for me, isn't there? Would you like to come and join me and eat some of this lovely food? What's your favourite item on this table? Me, I like some cheese on some nice bread. Is always good. So, did you fight the Normans when they invaded it? I bet that was one hell of a battle. Is Is the spirit of King Stephen about? So we're at the other end now of the chapel. We're still in here. We've got a camera, I can see, but we do have two pieces of armour here. What we'll do is just quickly pop on a torch, and now we're going to put another K2 on this armour somehow. Like it was made for it. So, the spirits that are here, we know you've got two different types of armour here. We know you've got your chainmail, which is here, and then you've got your metal plates as well, that's here. Did you make this armour at all? Or did you make armour? If so, can you go over to that green light and give it a touch and it will change? So it should bring reports to me. There's a couple of potential orbs flying around, which is great. So is that you we've just picked up on camera? The Hexcom has just said something. I'll go and check what that is in a moment. Potential orbs flying around, which is great. So is that you we've just picked up on camera? So, did this armour really help protect you during a battle when you're getting hit with a sword? Was it very effective? I mean, I don't know how effective it would be against a broadsword. I mean, if you've got a dagger, I'm sure it'd be very effective. But I don't know about a big broadsword, you know, a big two-handed sword. I know King Edward II used to like to come and visit here. Did he like to come in here and pray? Did he pray at all? We know this castle has a very rich history and very extensive. And we know there was a lot of royalty that had been here over the years. We know that we've had King Stephen, King Edward, we even had Queen Elizabeth, the late Queen Elizabeth II. She come and opened a visitor centre here in 1998. We know we've had a lot of royalty here, and we know you've had a lot of lords and ladies here as well. Is one of those lords or ladies here at all? If so, can you give us some form of indication, please? So we just had a flick there. On one of the light bars. So if it was my voice, like now, they'd be going off. Because we are quite far away and I'm not talking overly loud, it's not setting them off, but we did just see it have a flick over there, which is great. Is there any chance you can, there you go, that was my voice. Any chance you can set them off again, please? Right. Is there any chance you can, there you go, that was my voice. Any chance you can set them off again, please? So we're still here in the chapel. At the moment we've had very little activity. We've had a couple of cat balls flash, we had a little bit flash in the light bar, a few words on the hexagon. But while we're here, what we're going to do is just, I'm going to come and touch his chainmail. It's quite heavy, it's very cold, but it's quite heavy. You must have been quite strong to wear this and go into battle. I mean, this one too, you know, that's a couple of millimetre thick steel there. I mean, would you have worn them as a combination? Would you have had the chainmail on, and then would you have had your breastplate on as well? So you've got your chainmail, then your plate over the top. I think you would have had a slightly different style of hat as well, or helmet. So I believe that the helmets would have had more of like neck coverage to stop people from coming up behind and decapitating. But you must have been very strong to wear all this and swing a sword, because swords are very heavy. I mean, I don't know if I can do it. So we're still here in the chapel. What we're doing is we're just moving around at the moment, trying to see what's what. As you can see, I have found myself a sword, so which is very cool. Feel like a knight. As you can see, somewhere next to me there is some armour. Got some good armour here as well. So I'm here. I would like for you to come forward and teach me how to use this sword. I mean, we don't use swords much nowadays, but I know if you unsheath it, as you can see there, we have a sword. That's the sheath. Here's the sword. I mean, if someone was swinging this with some force, bang into your armour, I mean, this is quite weighty. It's got to weigh probably a kilogram, something like that. I mean, it is a hefty, hefty sword. As you can see, there is some armour there. I mean, you must have been very strong to swing one of these around. Is this the sort of sword you would have used? As you see, we've got a sword here. Some lovely detailing on the hilt. I think this is called a hilt. I'm not really a sword guy. And then you've got the pommel, and then obviously you've got the handle, and then you've got the blade here. As you can see, it is very hefty. So you imagine, you know, back in the day when they used to swing these around, you're coming in like that. When someone will really come in with a swing, with a sword like this, with its weight. I mean, I know this is just a museum piece, but it's got some weight to it. I mean, I don't know how well, I'm pretty sure armour would do well if you were thrusting towards it. I mean, if it got swung in and it cracked the armour, I'm sure it'll put a big dent in. I mean, if it's powerful enough, it'll break the ribs. You know what I mean? If they swing in and they go high, I'm sure that with the weight of this, if they followed through, I'm pretty sure it'll take a head off. So it's very cool to come to a place like this. That is a museum now. It is very cool to come, and we are very privileged to come here. So the spirits that are here, we do thank you. I mean, just to come and get a glimpse of what it was like when you was alive is amazing, and I appreciate it, and I'd really appreciate it if you was to come and talk to me, show me how to use stuff like this. I mean, come and stand next to me. Can you tap on the armour? Can you tap on that at all? Just find a sheath. I'm going to resheath this. Obviously, it is a museum. We're not really meant to play with the things. I'm going to stand here and lean like. Did they used to use a sword like this to knight you? Or is this sword too big? So we know that there was been buildings here since 700 AD, and then it was a wooden fort, and then in 1068 they started to build the castle of what it was. Obviously it's quite ruined now. It is a zoo now as well as sort of like a touristy area. I mean, do you mind people coming here and talking to you? Do you like it that the people come through and the place is busy during the day? I mean, on the table just here to my left, there is like a model of what the wooden fort used to look like. I mean, when you went into battle, did you have a wooden shield or did you have a metal shield? This sword is very cool. Can I take it home with me? Can you knight me? How about if I offer the sword up to you? Can you come and take it? Can you pull it out of the sheath at all? So, found a little wooden dagger. I presume it's a dagger. Don't know if it's too long or would it be classed as a short sword. Either way, it's made of wood, so it's not going to cause no damage. I mean, maybe we can practice. Would you like to come and take this wooden one? And we can practice, and I'll use this big one as I'm a rookie. So the ex-com just said, try. Well, you're going to try and take this wooden sword. There's no need to try. Come and take it. I'm barely holding it. So we are still here at Dudley Castle. We are on top of one of the sentry towers at the moment. We are outside. We are in the ruin area. You are going to hear cars. You are going to hear world noises because the town is literally just down the hill. You might hear some animals because this place is still a zoo. But we have exhausted ourselves coming up here. We've brought very little equipment up. We've brought a camera up. We've got a recorder and a K2. And we've got the SLS up here as well. So basically these towers, they used to use them because there's a hill just down here. They used to use them for spotting invading armies, people approaching, then they could get their arrows, crossbows, etc. And shoot down and defend the fort. So the keep, the actual gate into this fort is about 100 meters or so that direction. So yeah, we have made it right to the top. We've got the English flag up there, flying high. It is very cold. It is a bit windy. Hopefully the noise isn't too bad. But the view is, it's a good view. I ain't gonna lie, it's a good view even in modern day times. So if you can picture in your head what this place was like in 1068 when this fort was built, and you imagine you're walking along, you're doing watch, you've got your pouch of arrows, you've got your bow, and then all of a sudden you see someone coming up the hill, you shout it out, whatever it is, you let know, you get your bow ready, draw, you're ready to shoot and take out the enemy that's approaching up the hill. So that's where we are now, up here. There is nothing higher than us. We are at the top of what is left of the ruins. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little EVP session now and see if there is any spirits here that can hear my voice and wish to come forward. Then hopefully we can get a little EVP session with them, and hopefully with far more pocket it's in, we can get some good recordings done. So recorder down on top of the keep. Recorder is on the wall, stepping back. So any spirits that are here that can hear my voice, there's a little red light just here by the tip of my finger. Please come forward and let's have a little conversation. And we can start with your name. So my name's Paul. Did you spend many hours up here patrolling, going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards? I mean, the views are still quite good, but I bet the views were spectacular when that was all fields and you could see for miles. I mean, I could see lights right off in the distance over there. I mean, we could see some real big mileage. Camera down. So when you patrolled up here, did you have a sword with you? Did you have a bow? I know there used to be a moat here, but I'm not entirely sure where. But I know it was really big. It was like 100 meters or 80 meters or something like that. So I know there was an extensive moat down here somewhere. Was it down in front of the cannon or behind the cannon? What year was you here from? Because I know it'll have to be after 1068 when the fort was built in its current stone fashion. What we're going to do now is we're just going to do a little playback. See if I can reach it.
I can hear someone say something.
So recorder's down on top of the key. Recorder is on the wall. Stepping back. So any spirits that are here that can hear my voice, there's a little red light just here, that tip of my finger. Please come forward and let's have a little conversation. And we can start with your name. So my name's Paul. Did you spend many hours up here patrolling, going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards? I mean, the views are still quite good, but I bet the views are spectacular when that was. So we've just done EVP playback. There is quite a lot of outside world interference noise. So what we're going to do is when we get back, I'll review it. I'll put some headphones on and I'll enhance the audio because I thought I heard a yeah, but I'm not 100% on it. So if it is, I'll put it on now. And if there's not, I'll put on screen no voice so we know. And then we can keep cracking on and moving forward. So, you hear that? Sound like an owl. But I am right next to an opening here where an archer would have stood and could have shimmied to get their shot off. So what they do is have a very thin slit opening and then they have a wider here, so when they're drawing they can move to get their arrows off. But I thought I heard what sounded like a noise. Maybe it was an owl. I'm not 100%. So what we'll do is we'll ignore that and we'll keep pushing forward. So we had a little knock there. It is the flagpole. It is just there. So yeah, here it's, like I've said, the building is very old. This stone mason structure has been here after the Normandy invasion in 1068, and that's when they started construction here of the current stone building. So it is very old. We know that there was a King Stephen here. We know there was a King Edward II was here, and we know the late Queen Elizabeth II was here as well. But we also know where we're heading next downstairs, down to the bar area. We also know there's a ghost that's quite often seen there, and it's of a lady